Hi everyone, it is me, Jordan Long here, and today I'm going to talk about how folks behave or how they take it when you say you don't choose. Now, there are going to be folks who will say that that you should choose who leads and runs your gather, Reich, share, or near LAWMOOT. But then again, it is a choose to choose. Yes, it's true. You don't really get that. I guess you call it a gift or whatever, until at least you're more older. But you see, like some gifts, you can say no to it. But there's always going to be someone out there who doesn't handle it well. Whoa. Well, Jordan, are you going to be choosing this year? No, I never chose anyone. I never chose in any year. Never in gather, Reich, share, or near choosing. Yeah, I never chose who was the foresetter or who was in the house of the elders, the house of the folks. I never chose who the Reich elder, Reich leader was, who was in the house of the elders, house of the folks, or the high divers. Never chose who the share, who was a share elder or leader, or who was in a folk mold. I never chose who was the near leader, near elder or leader, who in a folk mold or high diver. Well, I could get all the backing I need. What do you mean you don't? Don't you know we live in a folk Reich? Yes, I do know the 4-1 Reichs is a folk Reich. I get that and I understand that. But I just don't choose. Because at the end of the day, I don't want anyone guilting me or shaming me for choosing someone like you would say, and then you do something and they're like, wow, who was the one that chose them to be in the gather, the Reich, or to share the near LAWMOOT, and they made that law, or they did that oversight, or they raised or lowered that income toll or whatever. Don't worry about it. Folks don't really hold the choosers answerable. They always bitch at the folks in LAWMOOT. We're only man-like, woman-like. We make mistakes. We say and do things we don't mean. When you become a lawmaker, your flaws and being sinful and your flaws and your sins don't get left at the door. Well, that's good to hear, Donald, because a lot of times you like to go around and say that it's all fake news about anything you do that either was sinful and unlawful or neither right. Yeah, because it always is fake news. No one likes to talk about any good things you do. They like to bring up all your bad things. Well, yeah, but at the end of the day, I just choose not to choose. Because at the end of the day, no one really likes anyone they choose for. No one's never happy with who they choose. They know that they have to choose someone to run the LAWMOOT because it's a folk Reich. I just don't want to do it. And there are some folks out there who will guilt you and shame you and say, oh, well, you should choose who runs the gather, Reich, share, or near LAWMOOT. Now, in some lands, it might be a law where you have to choose. But in the 4-1 Reichs, it's not a law. And some folks think it should be. Why? Who knows? But anyway, who knows? If you ask them why they think it should be why it needs to be a law, they won't tell you. The only thing they'll tell you is, oh, well, I think everyone should choose. But they don't know why. But I don't like choosing. And you know what, folks? If you're frightened of someone getting in that you don't like, or you think's not going to do good work for 4 years, is either, then don't choose them. choose someone else. That's how it goes. But I never chosen at all. It also has to do with lawmaking gatherings. That's another grounds to why I'm out of it. So yeah, what lawmaking gathering do you believe in or follow? The truth is, I don't follow any of the lawmaking gatherings. I don't belong to the folk rikers. I don't belong to the folk things or anything like that. I don't belong to any of the other sundriest lawmaking gatherings that never see the light of day because they don't have enough gall to get their followers showing time on the wireless or on the Reckoner or the Farseer, and they'll got enough gal to get anyone around so anybody choose them so they could go in, so they could either be in the LAWMOOT or whatever, or if they can be force setter or whatever, a high diver. Well, I guess that's not good. But no one really likes lawmaking gatherings at all. No, they don't. I mean, George Washington believed that lawmaking gatherings were a bad thing because sometimes the folks that belong to them do what they think is good for the lawmaking gathering, and not what's good for the LAWMOOT or the folks that they lord over in their behalf. So I say no to that. And it seems to me that, I could work once again. I could need all the help I can get because I am running again. No, you're not running for force setter. You're standing for force sitter. And I don't know if you're going to get in again or not. Unless the LAWMOOT, the House of the Elders and the House of the Folks, didn't forbid you to be force setter again. Yeah, I guess so. But either way, I don't choose. I never chose for any force setter or any Reich Elder, any Share Elder, or any Near Elder, or any House of the Elders or Folks, or any High Divers or Folk Moots. Never will, never did, never will. So, no, I don't choose. And if there's going to be someone else in some other land that goes around and says, hey, my folk Reich's more good than you because everyone shows and my gather and Reich or Share or Near or whatever. Well, good for you if you believe that. Anyway, that's the end of this film. If you like this film, then follow me over here at the Jordan Long Fairway. What's the other film I made yesterday over here? You can, like or, share this film. You can playlist it or beloved it. It's up to you. Jordan Long, or Jordan Mulan Long, and I'll see you later. Goodbye. Farewell. So long.